Hi. Okay, so this was the one that I burnt out. So I had two 50-watt halogens, and it's a 60-watt transformer. So I got this one. This company is a subsidiary of GE, so that's a good thing. Still comes from China. I also got their smaller one, their 61, just to try, but it was dead on arrival. This is the one I ended up installing. That's why I only have the empty box here for you. I'm not going to open it up again. But now the thing about the transformers, are supposed to only be good for halogen. But I tested it as well, and it worked fine with an LED. But I kind of wanted halogen. I like the look. I ended up deciding 35 watts was just right halogen. This is a 50-watt LED. It was too strong, and I had a 50-watt halogen. Anyhow, I experimented. So these things are great. You don't have to use wire nuts anymore. You use these things, and you pull the end up. Well, I can't do it with one hand, but anyhow, they pull up and they attach together. So if you had three, you just attach them together. They got little hooks on them to do that, like Lego, and much better than wire nuts. You can see I've got this attachment here between this one, just to show you how it works, to a piece of lamp cord. So I would recommend you getting these. So much easier than the wire nuts, and you can mix and match. Like, for example, when I first set everything up, I wanted to see if I had the polarity right, and polarity doesn't matter for halogen, but it does for these guys, and so for the LEDs. So in fact, I had it backwards, and I just had to open that up and just flip them around and put it back in again. It was a breeze. Okay, so the one other thing that affected me is that this is a little bit bigger than the one I ended up putting in, and the mounting brackets don't line up. So what I did is I screwed in the bottom one, and for the top, I put a piece of this amazing tape that you can get on Amazon. It's 3M's XHB extra high bond tape. And I bought the high temperature version, which can go up to like 400 degrees centigrade before it deteriorates. And but the online specs for this from GE, which I'll send you a link to, show that it doesn't get over 90 degrees C, which is plenty hot. But this is overkill getting the high temperature version, although the same price as the regular stuff, which I think is good too, like 200 degrees centigrade. So anyhow, it's terrific stuff, but it's super tight bond. So I put it at the top, just a little strip at the top, just to hold the top, and then screwed the bottom. So if I burn it out again, I'll unscrew the bottom, and I'll have leverage to hopefully get the thing out and beat that very, very tight bond you've got with this amazing stuff. And the other thing I got was a suction cup, which you need to pull these guys out. You just hook it on here, and you can pull it out, because sometimes it can be hard to get out. And see a surprising number of online instructions to try to do it with a toothpick or whatever. Anyhow, the answer is to get one of these guys and just pull it out. Actually, on the LED, when I tested that, this doesn't gain suction on that, so I had to use a wrench and just pull it out with those pliers. So that's it. It was pretty straightforward. Now they say that LEDs need their own version of a transformer that they call an LED driver. That wasn't my experience. This particular LED lamp was driven quite fine by this. I just decided that I liked the look of the halogen better. Of course, halogen lights are a fraction of the cost, but they don't last as long. And of course, they cost more to run. But this, although it's not called a halogen transformer, or at least a LED transformer, it did work fine. And in fact, that's how I tested the polarity. I figured down the road someone might want to put in an LED light, and I wanted to make sure it would work, which it did. So that's all been tucked away back in the hood, and I guess that's all you really need from me. These were a really cool thing, and that's it. So Best of luck with your repair. Bye-bye.